good? It's Hip Hop at Lunch. We're here with Donny Goines. How's it going, man?
Hola, ¿cómo está? What up, homie? How you feeling, yo?
Good, man.
That's what's up.
So I wanted to ask you about your motto, man. If you don't know my name, I ain't working hard enough.
Exactly. All day, every day, you know. I think a lot of times artists, they blame, a lot of their faults or a lot of things that don't happen for them on labels. They blame them on their management. They blame them on whoever. When I feel like the fault is in your own. It's in your hands. Your career is up to you. And I think, like, a lot of people need to understand, if you want to build something, you got to start from the ground up, and you have to really like work your ass off. Like, honestly speaking, man, I put this whole show together myself, man. It's like, and I performed the headliner too. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a fucking man of many talents.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's whatever it takes, man. Period.
Definitely. Yeah, I was wondering about that. So you booked the artists, you did everything, promotions, everything?
Everything.
That's
myself.
crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, shit, I can't wait around people to do it for me.
Definitely.
So, and that's my whole point. That's what I mean by that. If people don't know who the fuck I am, if they don't know my music, they don't know what's going on, I blame that on Donny Goines, nobody else.
It's a good way to be, man. It's a dope motto to have, too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
So I know Breakfast Club's out right now. It's the second part of your trilogy, with
sir.
Minute After Midnight coming out first. It was more serious, but Breakfast Club is the opposite.
See, you did your research.
Exactly. So I wanted to ask you, like, with the third part, like, what can we expect on that?
Fuck it, I'm gonna give you exclusive. I'm about to put that shit out anyway. The album is called Yesterday's Tomorrow, and it's basically gonna represent past, present, future. It's gonna be a combination of all different vibes, and it's gonna really something that's gonna be a very well thought out, very cohesive, very structured album. It's gonna have a little bit of serious stuff. It's gonna have a little bit of like fun stuff, a little bit of futuristic shit. It's gonna have a lot of different vibes, but very cohesive at the end of the day. You can expect that 2010.
Okay, are you looking to get a lot of features on it too, or what are you trying to do with that?
Nah, like basically what I did was Minute After Midnight. If you notice, if you listen to the album, there's no features on there except for one singer. Basically Minute After Midnight and Breakfast Club, they're meant to be polar opposites of each other. So like, essentially, Minute After Midnight represents dark. It represents by myself, solitary kind of vibe, and very serious. Whereas the Breakfast Club had a plethora of features. It was like lighthearted in nature overall, and it was definitely something that was different from this project. So the combination of the third is what you can expect with the album.
That sounds dope, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We 20 records in already.
For real. And I wanted to ask you about Twitter. I know you're really active on it. Like,
I'm kidding.
I just wanted to know like how you're using it and what you're doing on it, because I know when you came in the game, you're really heavy on social media.
Yes,
so.
always. I always try to stay ahead of the curve. I had my Twitter account since like 2008. I've been really ahead of the curve. I always study things and study trends. So for me, it's a great way to market myself, and it's a great way to communicate directly with my fans and my supporters. So I really utilize Twitter to really just express things that are going on, whether it be on personal stuff, whether it be on business, whatever the case may be. I just try to keep people notified and well aware of what it is that I do. I'm not there looking for a date. I'm not there trying to like rip on people. I'm just there to promote and have a good time and talk to the people.
Definitely. And I know you said like talking to the people, like fans influence your music to a certain extent. Like I wanted to know, like, have fans ever really like?
Not a certain extent, to every extent.
Okay.
The fans, the people are my driving force. Honestly speaking, if you listen to my music, you'll notice that I really speak on things that are true to me, and I speak on situations that are true and current within the game, within life, whatever the case may be. I feel like I represent a voice that is not very publicized. Like a lot of times, people tend to publicize the voices that are sugar coated, candy coated. They make things sweeter than what they really are, and I don't really do that. That's not my goal. My goal was to give you reality and explain you where I come from, and I think people understand it, and that's what I'm rapping for. I'm not rapping for no fucking labels. I'm not rapping for no magazines, no blogs, no nothing. I'm rapping for the people, and it just so happened that people are on the blogs too, and they on the magazines, and they on the radio, so I get all that love too. So it's what's up.
That's a good outlook to have, man. So before we go, I wanted to ask you about Donny Goines. Like, how did you choose to like call yourself that and that be your rap name and everything?
When I decided to become an artist, I really had to think about a name, a really logical name. Anything that I do is well thought out. And first and foremost, my legal name is Donny, D-O-N-N-Y. I don't really like nicknames. I don't like people to call me out my name. So I wanted to incorporate my real name into my stage name. And once I kind of like played around with names, I was thinking about different things. Like stupid names came up, like Don Gotti, like or like just whatever. I don't know, like a Donnie Brasco or whatever. But like that doesn't represent my lifestyle. You know, my lifestyle is more of a poet, more of an author. You know, more of positivity. And who better to name myself after than somebody that's legendary, in the literary world. It's a positive black role model, and although this is not really a race thing, it's just that I felt it made more sense for me to name myself after an author rather than a gangster or some other fraudulent fake ass shit.
True.
So that's what it is.
That's dope, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Word.